So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of ZGN Talks, and today we will be talking about how money can indeed lead you down a deep, never-ending hole of depression.
So most people view money as, kind of like a double-edged sword with a lot of pros and, occasionally some cons. Money can give you happiness, money can give you fulfillment, money can allow you to donate to charity, money can do a lot of great things for you. And, a lot of the times it actually ends up making you a better person. It makes you, more of who you naturally are. It just makes you more forthright, more, not willing to care what other people think. It's just makes you act more on your core personality. And, at the end of the day, most people earn money for the aspect of financial freedom, but most people don't really consider at what cost this freedom comes at.
So one of the main mistakes that people make when thinking about money is they chase it. And when you're chasing something, especially money, you start valuing money over other more important things of your life, because at the end of the day, you want health, wealth, love, and happiness. When it comes to wealth, it's not just money, but what money actually brings. And that is something that many people fail to realize. And when people get into a mindset of just chasing money, and this could start off as a kid because, say, for example, your parents want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, some sort of engineer, maybe a computer scientist, and naturally that's not something you want to do. Well, you're raised and programmed by your parents to pursue that, even though naturally maybe you just want to draw paintings for the rest of your life and that'll bring you happiness. Maybe you want to be some sort of fitness coach because that's what you're good at. That's where you see your skills best directed. And maybe that is what will bring you the most money. But when people start fully focusing on just money, they start pursuing things that they don't enjoy, and this leads to a decrease in their performance, which then ultimately leads to a decrease in their state of mind. Because if you're pursuing something that you don't want to do, you're naturally probably not good at it because you're not naturally attracted to it. And over time, this will not just lead to you having less happiness, but also just not being able to optimize your skills in that sort of setting. And over time, again, that's going to bring you in less income.
Now, Mitch would also like to say that money relates to dopamine, much as, being on a diet, eating healthy, and then all of a sudden eating a piece of cake. You're going to get that sugar rush, and get that short-term satisfaction, you get that short-term, like, oh, this feels amazing. But at the end of the day, the second that cake just digests, the second, the taste gets erased from your mouth, you're just going to want some more. And this is how it is. A lot of the time, money is short-term satisfaction, just like eating a piece of cake. And when the dopamine effect wears off, you're just right back to where you started.
Now, relating this to the example that Emo used with eating cake, once people have cake, they enjoy the cake so much that now they're probably thinking, all right, when's the next time that I will have the cake? And over time, not only will that lead to potentially, diabetes, obesity, all of those negative health effects, but also this is something you could relate with money, because say you want to make $1 million. Great. You just made $1 million. You did what you wanted to do. Now you're going to start thinking, okay, what's next? I want to make more money so I can buy more stuff. And you just end up on a never-ending hamster wheel that leads to you not achieving happiness. And over time, just continuing to follow this process leads people to making more and more bad decisions, because let's even relate this to alcohol. At one point, a certain amount of alcohol could get you drunk and give you that high and enjoyment that you desire. But at one point, your tolerance will be up so high that you need to keep drinking more and more alcohol to achieve that same level of satisfaction. And this literally relates to anything, whether it's cake, whether it's buying a car, whether it's earning a certain amount of money. You can literally relate this to everything. And one of the best ways to fix this sort of mindset is going on a dopamine detox. And if you scroll back to previous videos that we've made videos on going on a dopamine detox. But pretty much what you would want to do is eliminate everything in your life that brings you dopamine for 24 hours and just regenerate your body, such as going on social media. Because one of the first things most people do, including myself many of the days, and I still struggle with this, is I go on social media. And the second you go on social media and start scrolling through, that gives you a dopamine rush. So a great example would be not going on social media for an entire 24 hours. Another thing would be following a certain diet. And there are many ways. Again, we have made videos on that, and you can just scroll down below in our video history and just check those videos out.
So really the core of this video, what we're really trying to get at is, most of the time money does not lead to depression. Most of the time it actually leads to, a lot of fulfillment in your life and, creates a lot of opportunities. Because at the end of the day, money is just a tool. It can be a tool for good, but it can also be a tool for bad. But, money can also lead you into a deep, dark depression of, what do I do now with my life? And it really just comes down to how you use it.
So guys, if you got any sort of value or learned something new from this video, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment about what you thought about this video. Again, our Instagrams are down in the description below. If you want to communicate with us network, go ahead and shoot us any sort of questions that you have. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Adios.